All right, Sheena has a very appropriate title for this after show.
Boobs and Boo Boo.
That's
right. So these boobs, you ladies weren't in that segment. So would you do this $2,500 for a 24-hour
And it's not
enlargement?
It's not an implant. It's a saline injection, probably under the. I haven't seen the procedure. Yeah, it seems crazy.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's insane. First of all, it's crazy expensive. Second of all, it's invasive. I mean,
It's a real
absolutely
procedure.
not.
That's right.
There's no way I
I'd
would do
rather buy
this.
an outfit
Yeah.
and look hot that way with heels and a cute little
Right.
dress than have a needle injected and have it ooze out of my body, even though it's not harmful.
Yeah.
A lot of women
It's
like
miserable.
the needles and the injections, though. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. It's way expensive, but I do think it's a good idea for a trial. You know, what if I want to go from a B to a double D? I'm going to want to try that out before.
But
Before
it's
it becomes
interesting.
invasive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting now, though, that what you're saying is people have become so accustomed to thinking about needles as injections as no big deal that, oh, this is just a expansion of that whole thing. But it is a big deal. This is invasive. It's for real.
If you were to compare a needle, though, to cutting you open and putting a foreign object inside your body,
This is better.
This is better. So
But
if
it's
somebody
not
really
nothing.
is thinking about it, then I think this is a better alternative if they are unsure.
And there
It's
are
basically-
women that are used to just admitting that they need a little bit of torture for more beauty. We get waxed, we get plucked, Botox.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we do. It's a lot of torture. But you made a good point. If I'm interested in getting a boob job, I'd rather test it out if I had the money.
Right.
Most people don't.
Totally.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like this is basically fillers for your boobs. You know, I mean,
Yes.
fillers go away. This goes away a
But
lot
they
faster.
go away, exactly, that's the point. They go away, you know, weeks, months
Yeah.
down the line. This is like a night, you know, or a couple of weeks. It's a huge investment.
And the vacation breasts, like,
Yeah.
why does
How
it
much
matter
are
for
those
2 to
gonna
3
cost?
weeks? Yeah,
Right.
and why do you care for 2 to 3 weeks when you're on vacation? Make sure you
It's
have
all so weird.
plump
Can
boobs.
you imagine meeting a guy and he's like, hey, and then the next day he's like,
It's an interesting way to test men, though. Will they still like me if I'm...
Yeah, right.
Well,
right,
now
well,
the boo-boo part.
Let's make a sharp 160, 160, 180.
We knew what you were talking
Almost
about.
turning around. Yeah. All right. I thought one of the most powerful things Anna said on tonight's show was when if it was her daughter,
Oh, yeah.
she would be pissed, and so she's not understanding her mother, Mama June's reaction
Yeah.
because it's not how she would react if she.
And we learned a little something about Mama June's history. She was neglected. She was probably emotionally abused, and then she was sexually abused at age 12. Effectively, she lost her virginity at 12, and then she was sexually abused further by other adult males. Can you imagine that? 20 and 30-year-olds.
It's awful, and I think that the reaction from the mom is so unnatural. It doesn't seem like a normal reaction.
It isn't.
you
She's
know?
not well.
Yeah.
She's had
Whereas
some stuff go down.
the daughter, even though she's been through all this horror, seems to have a little bit better of a grasp on
She had some
reality.
treatment. She had some treatment.
Oh
too,
well, that
early,
explains
maybe
it.
why.
Yeah.
And I mean, regardless of what happened to her in her past, obviously that is traumatic. I mean, that's a terrible thing to happen, but that shouldn't change your reaction when that happens to your own daughter.
And that's
That
what
should make
everyone's
you want
freaked
to
about.
fight for her that much harder.
Everyone wants her to okay, yes, but please step up and be a mom. Now that people are calling
Don't
you
play
out,
the victim.
don't push it away. Deal
Right.
with it
I
up
think
front.
her
So
mom-
dismissive.
Mama June's mind is very childlike, and I don't know if that has something to do with the abuse, but she's stunted emotionally.
Well, that's what happens.
And her
That-
daughter has much more strength than
That's what
she
happens.
ever will, sadly.
People stop developing when they're big traumas.
Yeah.
And it seems so simple, and I use that word very carefully, that Anna, all she really wants is acknowledgement, is understanding, and an apology. That's
not
it.
getting it.
I
So
know.
simple.
Yeah.
Well, people say there's two aspects to that, and we'll finish it with this: is that people, psychologists always say that one of the most important things for the human is to be heard, to be understood, validated, understood. And the other thing is, in terms of getting that apology, it would mean June admitting something had happened, and that's going to be really painful for her, and she'll feel guilt and shame, which she has trouble experiencing.